9.58 seconds. That is all the time Usain Bolt needed to redraw the outer limit of human speed. On a summer night in Berlin in 2009, the Jamaican sprinter ran the 100 meters faster than anyone ever had, and faster than he himself had managed just a year earlier. Why does a single race matter this much? Because the 100-meter dash is the marquee event of track and field, the shortest and most watched sprint in the sport, and its world record is one of the most coveted marks in all of athletics. When that record falls, it is global news. When it falls to the same man twice in 12 months, it starts to look less like a record and more like a redefinition of what a body can do. Here is what happened. At the 12th IAAF World Championships in Athletics, held in Berlin from the 15th to the 23rd of August 2009, Bolt lined up in the final of the 100 meters and stopped the clock at 9.58 seconds. That broke his own world record, the one he had set only a year before. It was not a case of nudging past an old mark left by a rival. He was chasing himself, and he still found more. The setting made it feel even bigger. Most events unfolded inside Berlin's historic Olympiastadion, the same arena tied to Germany's long athletic history. The marathon and the race-walking events did something different. They started and finished at the Brandenburg gate, threading the world's fastest and most enduring athletes right through the heart of the city. A little context on the man at the center of it. Usain St Leo Bolt is a Jamaican sprinter, now retired, and he is widely regarded as the greatest sprinter of all time. He is an 8-time Olympic gold medalist, and he holds the world record in the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 4x100 meters relay. Berlin was where the 100-meter mark reached its now famous 9.58, a number that still stands as the fastest a human has ever been timed over the distance. It is worth remembering how much sport and preparation stood behind that one race. Berlin had been named the winning host city by the IAAF back on the 6th of December 2004, beating out bids from Split, Valencia, Brisbane, Brussels, Delhi, Casablanca, and Daegu. The organisers announced a budget of €49.8 million to stage the championships. IAAF President Lamine Diak pointed to Germany's track record of hosting major events, from the 1974 and 2006 Football World Cups to the 1993 World Championships in Athletics and the Summer Olympics of 1936 and 1972, as reason for confidence that the competition would run smoothly. And the event Bolt conquered carries deep history of its own. The 100 meters has been contested at the Summer Olympics since 1896 for men and since 1928 for women. The inaugural World Championships were held in 1983. The very first world record in the men's 100 meters was recognized all the way back in 1912. For nearly a century, athletes had been chipping away at that mark, second by fraction of a second. In Berlin, Bolt took a knife to it. What does 9.58 actually mean going forward? It set a bar so high that, years on, no one has come close to erasing it. Every sprinter who steps onto the track for the 100 meters is still measured against a number posted on a single night in Berlin. The race lasted less than 10 seconds, but it froze a benchmark that the next generation is still chasing, and the open question it left behind is a simple one. Will anyone ever run faster, or did we watch the ceiling of human sprinting arrive ahead of its time? That's it for this one. Watch this next. Why news of the world died, the Millie Dowler scandal.